What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Weight Zone podcast, and we are back for another day of UFC bets, guys. This is going to be UFC Fight Night. This is going to be held in the Apex. It's kind of a lower level card. A lot of young guys, a lot of fighters that are probably going to get dropped from the roster soon. It's just honestly, I'm not going to lie, just a very bad card in my opinion. We might get some knockouts, so hey, it doesn't have any names. You know, sometimes these cards that don't have no names, we get some crazy knockouts in this one. But yeah, guys, I think they're mainly preparing for next week. Next week's going to be Alex Pereira against Magomedov, and I think they're just preparing for that event. So this one's kind of a lower level card, but let's get into it, guys. Let's make some money on this card. Let's break it down. So first fight of the night is going to be Charles Johnson taking on Ramazan Temirov, and Ramazan Temirov is a very strong fighter, guy. He hits very hard. He swings kind of wild though, so I'm going to be taking Charles Johnson. I think Charles Johnson has a chin. He's not going to be able to get knocked out by one of those shots real quick, and he has great boxing. He has great length. He's going to be able to move around the ring, and I don't think any of those looping wild shots that Ramazan throws is going to be able to land. I think Charles Johnson's going to be able to have the better boxing, land some jabs and move around the ring, throw that straight left hand, and probably end up cracking Temirov a few times where the judges are going to end up picking him. So I do believe Charles Johnson's going to win this fight. I think he can win this fight by probably a third round knockout, or I want to say a decision. So give me Charles Johnson for the first fight of the night. Alright, guys, the next fight of the night is going to be Andrea Lee taking on JJ Aldrich. And guys, this is a very, very low level fight. You shouldn't even be betting on it. I'm going to tell you right now, I might not even bet on it. But if I am going to bet, guys, we're going for a dog or pass. We're going Andrea Lee, or we're just passing on it all the way. Andrea Lee, she's lost 4 or 5 fights in a row now, but she's fought a lot of good competition. And a few of them I've actually thought she won. She's just been on the wrong side of a split decision a couple times. I do believe she's going to end up winning this fight against JJ Aldrich. I think if Andrea Lee goes in there, lands a couple shots on the outside, and ends up mixing in some takedowns, I think she can end up winning this fight, probably split decision. But this fight's going to go to decision for sure, guys. It's going to be very greasy at the end of it. And if you have a bet on JJ Aldrich, your butt's going to be puckered up the whole time, because you're going to be wondering if she's going to lose or win. But like I said, guys, it's dog or pass for me. I'm taking Andrea Lee, but it's not something I'm very confident in. Alright, guys, this fight's going to be Danny Silva taking on Lucas Almeida. And guys, I was going to be taking Lucas Almeida on the money line as an underdog, but since he missed weight, I'm kind of scared on that now. I don't know if he's going to be in the best shape. I don't know if he's going to have the gas tank to last the whole time. But what I am going to do, guys, I'm taking that spread, the plus 3.5 on Lucas Almeida. That's a plus 105. All Lucas Almeida has got to do is not get finished and win at least one round. If he cashes that plus 3.5, guys, I think he can do it. I think, because I thought Lucas Almeida was going to win this fight, but at the plus 205 underdog. But now that he has missed weight, I don't want to put money on the underdog. I want to just take that spread. Lucas Almeida, maybe go in there, win the first or second round, and cash that spread bet for us, guys. So we're taking Lucas Almeida on the spread at the plus 3.5. Alright, guys, this fight's going to be Ricardo Ramos taking on Chepe Mariscal. On this one, guys, I'm taking Chepe. I'm a big fan of Chepe. He's a dog. This guy has good wrestling. This guy likes to throw hands. He doesn't give up on himself. And he's one of those guys I like to bet on. If you guys bet UFC all the time, you guys know you guys don't want to put your money on a guy that's going to go out there and give up and not have the heart to fight. But one thing Chepe does, this guy Chepe has heart, and I think he's a better fighter. Ricardo Ramos, I don't think he's going to be able to stand with Chepe, and Ricardo Ramos is either going to have to get this fight to the floor and try to submit him, or he's going to lose this fight. But I do think Chepe's takedown defense is really good. He's a really good wrestler himself, and I don't think this fight's going to be able to get to the floor, and I think Chepe's going to end up piecing this guy up on the feet. He is a minus 395 underdog at the moment, so keep an eye on that description to see exactly what parlays I'm going to be putting him into. So give me Chepe for this one. Alright, guys, this next fight's going to be Austin Lane taking on Mario Pinto. And guys, I'm taking Mario Pinto. I think it's going to be, honestly, kind of an easy fight for him. I think he's going to end up knocking out Austin Lane. Austin Lane's an ex-football player that turned into a wrestler, and he's just very strong. I don't think his skills are there at all. I think he's just very strong. And I think Mario Pinto's going to be able to stop all his takedowns, keep this fight standing, and end up knocking him out on the feet. I don't really have much to say on this breakdown. I just think Mario Pinto's a way better fighter. Austin Lane's going to be takedown or bust, and when he doesn't get that fight to the floor, Mario Pinto's going to end up knocking him out. So give me Mario Pinto on this one. Alright, guys, next fight's going to be Danny Barlow taking on Sam Patterson. And I'm taking Danny Barlow, guys. I think he's going to end up knocking out Sam Patterson. Sam Patterson's going to be takedown or bust as well. He's either going to get this fight to the floor and try to submit Danny Barlow, or he's going to end up getting knocked out. Danny Barlow hits very hard. They call him left hand from God for a reason. This guy hits very, very hard. Sam Patterson has kind of bad striking defense. He has that tall man's defense to where he stands very tall. He keeps his chin up in the air, and if he fights like that, Danny Barlow's gonna find his chin. Danny Barlow's gonna crack him and end up knocking this guy out. So give me Danny Barlow. I think he wins this fight via knockout. All right, guys, this fight's going to be Haider Emil taking on William Gomes. And I'm taking William Gomes, guys, but I'm not taking him on the money line. I'm going to be taking him to win by decision. That's a minus 105, and I don't think Gomes is going to be able to knock out Haider Emil. I think Gomes is one of those guys that he has very good movement, very good boxing. He tries to hit without getting hit. He goes in, he hits, he moves, he hits, he moves. He's a stick and move kind of guy. Like I said, very good boxing. Haider Emil's going to come in here and try to throw heavy bombs, like wild bombs. Last time he landed like a 30-punch combination on a guy, but he's not going to be able to do that to William Gomes. He landed that combination on a guy that just stood there, did not move his head at all, and decided to get punched. William Gomes is going to be able to move around the ring. I think he's going to utilize his jab, utilize his straight punches. He's very tall for the weight class, and I think he's going to end up winning this fight, but I don't think he ends up knocking out or finishing Haider Emil. I think this fight goes to the decision, so give me William Gomes to win this fight via decision. All right, guys, this fight's going to be Nasrat Haqparast taking on Esteban Ribovic. And, guys, I'm taking Esteban Ribovic, but this is a fight I'm not very confident in. I don't know if I'm actually going to put money on it myself. I'm going to have to look at the lines to see exactly how I want to attack this fight. But at the moment, I'm taking Esteban Ribovic. I like this guy a lot. He's knocked out a few of the guys I like. He's fought, I forgot his number. I think it's Matthew Zellhuber, and I'm a big fan of Zellhuber. I think that's his first name. I can't remember his first name, but I'm a big fan of Zellhuber, and Ribovic went over there, ended up knocking him out in a great fight they were having. And Ribovic, I think, is going to end up doing the same thing to Haqparast. Haqparast is one of those guys that he has all the skills in the world, but it's like he doesn't have the heart. He tends to give up on himself sometimes. The fight's not going his way, and I don't think he's going to be able to do anything with Esteban Ribovic in this one. So give me Esteban Ribovic to win this fight. I'm going to have to look at the lines on different things and see exactly how I'm going to attack this one, but Esteban Ribovic is going to be the pick. All right, guys, this next fight's going to be the co-main event, probably the worst co-main event of the whole entire year. It's going to be Cody Brundage taking on Julian Marquez. And, guys, this is a very low-level fight for a co-main event. I don't trust either one of these guys, and it's not one of these guys I want to put a lot of money on. But at the same time, it's UFC. We like betting, and we're degenerate. So we're going to be taking Cody Brundage on the money line, guys. I think Cody Brundage is going to end up taking down Julian Marquez, dominating him from top, and end up finishing this fight via ground and pound or submission. Cody Brundage is a very good wrestler. Julian Marquez does not have good takedown defense. But the one thing about Cody Brundage, he tends to give up on himself, or he does something very dumb in the ring every time. He has the skills to win fights, but it's like I said, he doesn't have the heart. He does dumb things, and he looks for a way out every time he gets in trouble. But on this one, guys, he's fighting Julian Marquez. Julian Marquez has fought a lot of injuries, and the highlight of Julian Marquez's career is when he won the fight. He went out there and says, "Oh, I want to be with Miley Cyrus. I'm going to date Miley Cyrus." So you know what happened, guys? Miley Cyrus ended up tweeting this guy back and was like, "Hey, what's up? Let's do something." And this guy goes and says, "Oh, well," I forgot what this guy, he said something so stupid, like, and then Miley Cyrus is like, "Oh, never mind. Oh yeah, I forgot." She said that if he can get Miley tatted on him or something like that, and he said, "I do it if you get the Colombian, the bronze bomber tatted on you." And then she's like, "Nah, I'm okay." Bro, you missed your chance. You had Miley Cyrus right there and you decided to just give it up. I know it was a joke, but come on, dude. And but like, guys, I'm taking Cody Brundage on this one. Cody Brundage, I think, is going to get the fight to the floor, land ground and pound, and win this fight submission, because Julian Marquez does not have good takedown defense at all. So Cody Brundage does not win this fight. He's going to get dropped from the UFC. And I think this is going to be Julian Marquez's last fight in the UFC as well. So give me Cody Brundage on the money line. All right, guys, this is going to be the main event. It's going to be Manel Kape taking Asu Almabayev. And, guys, we're taking Manel Kape, but I'm not just taking him on the money line. I'm taking Manel Kape to win this fight and over 1.5. I think this fight at least gets into the third round, I would say, but Manel Kape probably could finish this guy, probably, I want to say, fourth, fifth round, maybe by knockout. Manel Kape's got the 5-round cardio. He has all the skills. We've watched Manel Kape for a long time if you watch ONE FC. And, guys, or not ONE FC, guys, ONE Championship. And, guys, also Almbayev is going to be taking down our bust. The only thing he's going to be able to do is get this fight to the floor. And if he wins this fight, he's going to win this fight by decision. He's not going to be able to finish Manel Kape. Manel Kape has good takedown defense. He has good submission defense, and if Azat Almabayev wants to win this fight, the only way he wins is if he takes him down, but I don't think he's going to be able to. I think Manel Kape's going to keep this fight standing up, piece him up on the feet, and end up winning this fight by probably late 4th or 5th round knockout. But guys, the bet we're making on this one, we're taking Manel Kape to win this fight and over 1.5 rounds. And alright, guys, that is it for today's video. Like the video, subscribe to the page, come back every single day, guys. If you guys haven't checked out my other videos, go check them out. I do soccer bets, I do NBA bets on the moment. I do NASCAR as well every Sunday. So if you guys are a fan of any of those and want to get some bets, guys, let's cash out. Let's go check out those videos. Like this video, subscribe to the page, and guys, check out the description to make sure exactly what bets I'm going to be making. I put all my bets that I make in the description of the video, so check that out so you guys know exactly what I'm going to be taking if you guys want to tail it or if you guys want to fade me in this one. But alright, guys, I'm out of here, and I'll see you guys next time.